Hey guys, it's Chris with another episode of Home Sim 5. So today I was on my way to work, and as I walked out my front door, there was a big cardboard box sitting there. Inside that cardboard box was what you see in front of you. So that's the Challenger Pro gaming keyboard from Thermaltake Esports. Thanks Chris Smith for sending this over to me. There's two posters underneath. I'm going to be giving away that poster there and that goodie bag just over there. So all you need to do to, I guess, be a part of that. I'm not going to make you do all that crazy stuff like, leave a comment, rate, subscribe, do all that stuff. Just leave a comment. Leave a comment saying you want the goodie bag, just something, anything funny, and I'll pick a winner at random. What you say has nothing to do with it. I'll just pick a random winner. At the moment, this is just an unboxing. This is going to be at the start of the entire thing, and then I'm going to review the keyboard. I'm just going to go and play some Counter-Strike Source against bots, because I'm not the greatest of PC gamers, but I've cut the plastic on the side, so there's the nice Velcro fold up on the front, giving you the details. It shows you the GUI up there, which I'll talk about later, as well as some of the other features on the keyboard that I will also tell you about. But for now, we're going to do the most important part, not really the most important part, but the most exciting part for me, which is unboxing it. And I've actually never owned a gaming keyboard before, but I do know what to look for in a gaming keyboard, so you can take my opinion. And inside the box here, obviously, is the keyboard. And presumably, there we go. So that's the nice little bag you got there, if you can see that in the camera. And inside, we'll put the little bag, we'll toss that to the side. What was that? Oh, that's what it was. And there's the keyboard there. I just pull it out the bag, put the bag on the ground. You can see that. Looks nice, front and back. And I'll put that down over here and squash all the stuff in the goodie bag. Oh, that's... Oh, okay, I remember what that was. Okay, so there's that's a little plastic bag, I assume with the interchangeable keys in there. Yep, and there we go. I can't wait to use that. That's a little fan. It's a hand fan, so if you've got sweaty hands and you game, then that will cool them down. And inside, it kind of looks like a little Scrabble bag. There's some red keys in there that you cannot see at all. It just looks like a black hole. And that is to remove the keys, the interchangeable keys. You just clamp it down and pull it out. Put that down. And, oh, there we go. The most exciting part, the instruction book. I presume the CD will be in there too. You need 30 meg of free space on your hard drive to install the GUI and all that, so don't forget to do that. And the last part, that feels like a cable. That will probably be the real heavy duty. There we go. There it is. That's the USB cable that coincidentally has the same type of plug as most of the Sony products I own, like the PS3 and all that. So that's handy. That will plug into the back of the keyboard, and that's it, guys. That's the box. Again, leave a comment down the bottom saying you want the goodie bag or not. And moving on to the review of the Thermaltake Challenger Pro keyboard. As you can see, the keyboard is all black. In the little bag that you get with the keyboard, you can interchange the keys. So, as you can see down here, we have the up, down, left and right keys. Over here, the WASD keys. You can swap them over with red keys in the bag and that little black ring that I showed you that pulls them out. Unfortunately, the little ring I couldn't use to take out the left, right and up keys. I could only use it for the down key. It wouldn't seem to fit into here, so you may need something like a knife or a guitar pick or something just to pry it out. As you can see as well, the rest of the keyboard is black with a little hint of red. If you plug this in, the keyboard will illuminate red in the back of all of these here. A little button up the top here, that one there, will turn the brightness up from 25 to 50 and then 100%. It will then turn off if you press it once more. The light down here, the TT for Thermaltake, if you were in the GUI, you can actually turn that light on and off, which there's no brightness level, sorry, so it'll either be on or off, there is no middle. Another part of the keyboard that I do really like is the fact that it's so thin. So a lot of keyboards, I know mechanical keyboards as well as some of the keyboards at my work, just the generic Microsoft keyboards that come with the computer, they sit really high and the keys are really blocky. I'm used to a laptop keyboard, so the thin keys either side there, you can see, I really like them. Compared to my laptop keyboard, I write a lot of articles, as you guys may have figured out by now, and I like that the keys actually do need a little bit of force to be pressed down. When I'm typing on my laptop, if I rest my fingers lightly and I've got nothing to think of, then I do actually press the keys down just with the weight of my finger, which gets frustrating. So when you're gaming or if you're writing, if you're trying to decide what to do and you're resting your fingers, don't worry about you pushing down on that without wanting to. The little bag in there with the red keys does come with some dummy keys, so if you do want to, you can replace the two Windows keys that come down the bottom there if you don't want to quit out of the game by accident whilst you're playing. One of the, I suppose, gimmicky things, it's a little bit funny, I don't know, it doesn't really help me, couldn't really finish my sentence there, is that fan just there. I don't know if you saw where I pulled that from. On the back of the keyboard here, we have the little port just there for the fan. So you can take the fan out of there, and it will sit in either of these two places there. There's a little rubber there that'll come out, as well as on this side. I'll just do it on that one because that's the one I use all the time. There is nowhere to store these, so you can either put it in your pocket or put it next to the keyboard. I'm just going to put it down. But yeah, there is nowhere to actually clip that onto while you're not using the rubber. But as you get the fan out from wherever you've got it, you'll put that into there. It just clips in, it makes a little click. It'll either turn left or right, and you can face it the other way if you want to cool someone else's hands, I don't know. But it does not tip up or down. Then again, it's not strong enough to blow in your face, so don't really stress too much about that. When you're done, obviously take the fan out and clip it in there. I suppose that's storage. If you're going to like a LAN party or something, this keyboard isn't too heavy either, and it did come with that bag you may have seen when I pulled it out of the box. The GUI that comes on the CD, again 30 meg of space on your hard drive is all you'll need to install it. It's actually really easy to use. You run the GUI, it'll actually come up in the tray icon in the bottom corner of your Windows computer. You double click on that, it'll bring up the GUI. Again, you can change the TT. There's 4 profiles you can change through, and I'll tell you how to change through them in a second. You go into there, you click on the macro keys. There are 10 in total on the Pro, 14 in the Ultimate, I'm pretty sure. And you can set each of these keys to do whatever you want. You can set them for gaming or photo. I've got them for gaming or Photoshop. You can change around the macro keys for pretty much anything you want. And to change through those profiles on the keyboard, I'll just step forward again. Up here, we've got the 1, 2, and 3. Just on that, there are 4 profiles, I remember that. And over on the side here, apart from, I think that's scroll lock, caps lock, and number lock, there is this one here, 1, 2, and 3. There is a 4th one again. The light just next to there that you will not be able to see, it will light up in 4 different colors. I can't remember the colors because unfortunately I'm colorblind. But as you tab through with that button there, it'll go through the 4 different profiles. Red, I'm pretty sure, is the first one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back to red, you know how it is. Again, that'll change through all the different macro profile settings, and whatever you've got set up is how you want it. The other small thing I do like is that we've got the cable management piece just under here. So if you do happen to knock this off your table, there's a little groove there for the cable to run through, again in the light. And it takes the cable there, you can unplug that for easier storage. If you do knock it off a table, it'll snag on this and it won't tear it out of your keyboard, which would be obviously detrimental to the USB plug itself. Speaking of USBs, there are 2 that come with the keyboard. They run up to 100 mA USB 2.0 devices, sorry. Anything higher, it will not work. And that's pretty much it, guys. The only other thing I can show you is you've got volume control here for in-game microphone settings, etc., and music control just on the side here. And everything else on the keyboard is as you would see on a normal keyboard. So very thin, as I said before. It's something that I really like. I'm happy with it, and if you like it raised, there's the obvious clip up the top, or flap, so you can prop the keyboard up or down. Really good keyboard, valued at around $90 on PC Case Gear. Otherwise, if you know anybody higher up, then you can manage to get one for free. I don't know. But again, a really good starting off keyboard. It's something I'm definitely going to use for a long time. Feel free to check out Thermaltake Sports in the description, and there'll be their Facebook, their website, etc. And feel free to drop Chris Smith a thank you, I guess, in wherever you can find it. Leave him a message on the Facebook page saying, thanks for making such an awesome keyboard. Anyway, this has been another episode of Homes in 5. Comment, rate, subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment saying whether you want that goodie bag or not. Feel free to check me out on Dash Hacks and Tech Mantis, as well as VRP Games is where I buy my PlayStation games from, and PC Case Gear is where I buy my computer parts from. This has been another episode of Homes in 5. Bye-bye!